Welcome to Eviction Night Uncorked. Cheers. We have our wine. Cheers.
Oh my god.
We have a lot to discuss.
We do have a lot. So, we didn't make a video yesterday. We just thought we would touch upon what happened with the veto.
Yeah.
So, Shane won the veto. Didn't use it. No shocker there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was kind of dumb of him to win the veto because he did, promise Kara and Frank that he was going to do something with it. So, it's I don't understand why he won it. He could have let Willie win it.
I know.
You know, so that was my only thing about the veto.
But Shane did a damn good job. He didn't miss one of his shots.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh, by the way, I'm blonde now.
Yeah.
For Janelle.
She wanted to be blonde because of Janelle.
She had 40% influence. Janelle had the other 60% influence on my hair color change.
Thanks.
Okay, back to Big Brother.
All right. So, all right. Let's talk about Willie.
Oh my gosh, Brittany figuring out that she thinks that the Big Brother coaches are gonna be in the game. I want it to happen so bad because I want to see Janelle compete. But at the same time, I kind of like that they're coaches because then you're kind of guaranteed for Janelle to be there a little longer. At least 3 more weeks till her players are voted off.
Yeah, I think it could happen, but I think they're just basing. Willie was stupid to make a house meeting and it's week 1.
Brittany was stupid for telling
she
Willie
was stupid
to begin
for that.
with.
Yeah.
Like,
but Willie
sorry.
he ran with it.
Yeah.
So it's I don't see it happening just because of the fact that it would be unfair to the new players and the coaches because the new players don't want to compete against them and they haven't been competing since the beginning. So,
exactly.
I don't think that's fair.
It's an unfair advantage, but I can see it happening. The reasons they were giving, there's not enough players. You think about, I think they said 10 players in week 1, 9 players in week 2. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So
well, there's going to be some twist that happens, I'm sure. But I don't know if I see the coaches coming back into the game just yet. So if it does happen, it would probably happen week 4 or 5, I would think.
Yeah.
But Willie just ran with it, and I think he just shot himself for doing
that.
The
house meeting, I love how Janelle was like, oh, okay, fine, bye.
Go ahead and go then.
Go ahead, do your meeting.
He went crazy. And Joe, during that meeting, was the voice of reason. He's like, I think you're playing too hard too fast.
Thinking too much about it, yeah.
I think he just went way overboard with that.
Yeah.
And then the big... I don't know if you want to talk about it.
We can talk about it.
Willie making fun of Will with his high voice.
Okay, I love gay guys, but I don't think Willie meant it in a mean way. I think he was just using the voice that he hears Will use. And I'm sorry, but that's kind of how Will talks. So I didn't see it as him making fun of him at all. I think it's just how it came across, and Frank used it to his advantage because he was on the block, and it all just got really out of hand when it really shouldn't have. It shouldn't have even been a fight because Willie wasn't making fun of him.
I don't think, they took it way overboard, and it's just more of a reason, I guess. People always need a reason to dislike somebody, and Frank took that and used it to his advantage. And I don't think Willie was doing it in a harmful way either.
And I think Willie was right to, get mad about it because he doesn't want his reputation to be he's making fun of gay guys because he's not. Willie, I like Willie. I like him a lot. I have nothing against him even though apparently he's talking shit about Janelle, which I haven't seen.
I've been keeping up with the feeds a little more, and Willie has been bullying a lot of people, and he just had the power to his head, and he was talking shit about Janelle, and he was making fun of her, attacking her personally, saying she's not even pretty, she's ugly, and she's a bitch, and this and that, just because Janelle wasn't going to go with what they were saying.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So, I do agree that he's being a bully, and I don't know. I think he just played way too hard, too fast, and now it's coming back to bite him in the ass.
Really?
So, let's talk about Willie versus Frank. During the fight. Eat your Fruit Loops. I saw that. It was so funny.
You saw that live?
Well, I watched it back,
the
but yeah.
Fruit Loops.
It was so funny.
Fruit Loops. You
Mhm.
go ahead and eat your Fruit Loops.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, 2 like grown men talking about Fruit Loops. I
Yeah.
love it. I love Big Brother.
Great comeback. Great comebacks, Frank. Like, good. You go and do that. You go and eat your Fruit Loops. Oh, okay.
And then Mike Boogie getting into it. Really, you don't need to be into the conversation. Just stay out of it because you bully people too. When you had the coup d'etat, you were bullying everyone. So shut up.
He was bullying people, but he's probably just trying to defend Frank, which is his, his team. If it was Janelle, you would have approved of her defending
I love when she defends anyone.
I mean, I hate Boogie too, but I think he wanted to stick up for Frank, and I think whatever.
I hate him.
Okay, now Frank versus Kara, and Frank's goodbye speech, like basically saying,
I loved it.
If your coaches are telling you to vote me out, then don't listen to them.
Have a mind of your own.
Yeah.
But if they're telling you to, please listen to them.
Keep it. So I thought that was kind of funny.
It was really funny.
I am actually glad that Frank is still here and Kara was evicted.
I wanted Kara and Shane to have a showman. It was blossoming!
I think Frank deserved to stay over Kara. Kara was so boring and didn't do anything.
Some people are just shy in the beginning, okay?
Yeah. Frank, I mean...
I like Frank. I have nothing against him, but I really like Kara. She's really sweet. And I feel like she just got, like, the raw end of the deal because she was Dan's #1 pick. Mm-hmm. That's all it was. That's the only reason she got evicted.
Yeah.
Because she was against Boogie's #1 pick, and then apparently Janelle...
Well, this week they flip-flopped so much. Like,
I can't keep up with it.
Beginning of the week, for sure, Frank was gone. Like, when it was Brittany and Janelle's team together, Frank was gone. Even though Janelle was saying, I think we're making a big mistake. Frank's a big threat, blah, blah, blah. But Willie and all them wanted to keep Frank because Willie had to deal with Frank. Mm-hmm. And now it just flip-flopped. And now... basically, Janelle's siding with Boogie's team because they want to get out Willie, and Frank will make that happen. Yeah.
I mean, I don't trust anything Frank says just because he's on Boogie's team and because he's on the block. You're going to say whatever you need to say to, save your ass. So.
But what about Boogie at the end saying, we're going to pay back loyalty to those that saved Frank this week?
I don't believe anything that comes out of Boogie's mouth. So he can go ahead and say it, but actions speak louder than words.
But I think it would be in his best interest to keep that alliance
going
on.
It would, but it's Boogie.
Because next week Frank can't compete, and then so he's going to have to rely on Jen and Ian.
So now it's Janelle and Boogie's teams. I don't understand that. Why would Janelle team up with Boogie's teams? Because she doesn't like Willie?
Her players want to team up with them. It wasn't Janelle's choice, but her players, it's best for their game, and she's not going to tell them what to do. She's going to say, do what's best for you. And, that's all you can do, because you don't want to butt heads with your team. So, and they really want Willie out. So.
I just really wish that Will had won the HOH. It was so intense.
It was really.
We were like,
what's going to happen?
No, what was going to happen? Because we always know what's going to happen on Big Brother.
Yeah.
And HOHs were always like, what? What's going to happen? And we were just dying.
Yep.
I couldn't believe how many people missed that question. I even got it right. But I had just seen it 5 minutes before, so.
And now Frank is HOH. He went from walking out the door to the biggest, the best position in the house.
I can't believe
and that usually happens, which is funny, is that the person that
a lot.
almost is evicted ends up becoming HOH.
I know.
And it's going to be funny because Willie was HOH. I'm pretty sure he's going to be nominated. Mm-hmm. So he went from the highest to the lowest position.
I think Willie will find a way to get himself out of it, though. I think Brittany will find a way for Willie.
I don't think anybody's going to believe him anymore. He's told so many lies. Everybody's onto it, and it's more of a house decision that everybody wants Willie out for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's going to for sure be Willie and Shane nominated because they're the two strongest guys.
That's true.
Which I think is a smart choice.
I think it makes sense, yeah, because, they don't have anything with Brittany's team, and Shane's on Brittany's team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see.
Let's talk about the coach's twist that they can either trade a player or keep their player safe.
I think it would be so sad if, like, any of the coaches traded
I
their
think so,
player.
too.
That's such a slap in the face. Like, no, I don't want you on my team. I'm going to trade you for someone else. Like, the only thing I could see is I could see Janelle, like, trading Joe for someone because Joe's, like, a chicken George. But I don't even think Janelle would do it because that's just mean.
I could see Brittany trading Willie if she thinks for sure Willie's gonna be pretty much gonna be gone out of the house. Why not trade your player for somebody and then you'll have a team of 3?
I didn't even think
But
about that.
let's be real here, and Brittany's not gonna win a coach's competition, so I don't think that's even gonna be an issue.
Win a coach's competition
But
to save her
what do you
life.
think about? I feel like maybe Dan could even do that. He has 1 player left. If he won that coach's competition, Danielle, I don't think she's gonna be a strong player for him.
Yeah.
I could see him.
I think he's too
Trade her.
nice. I don't think he would trade her. She's a girl, and he's a really nice guy, so I don't think he's gonna trade her. That's interesting.
It's a very
though.
interesting twist, and I like
I don't think
it.
it's actually gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen either because the coaches are gonna be too loyal.
Yeah.
But I could see Brittany doing it only just to save herself because
But then
Willie
again,
is a tie bomb.
if Dan did win, then he could just give Danielle immunity.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know.
Yeah, that's
so.
very true. He probably wouldn't do
And
it.
I mean, Brittany could do the same thing. She could give Willie immunity.
Yes,
But Brittany's not
Willie's,
gonna win.
Willie's always gonna be a target no matter what, even if he has immunity.
A lot can happen in a week.
Maybe.
You know, you saw how much happened this week.
It's true.
All in 1 week. I can't believe it's only been on for a week.
I know.
I feel like I have watched weeks and weeks of Big Brother.
I know.
It's so stressful.
It's really crazy.
Anything
I don't
else?
think Janelle would ever trade her team. She's always talking on the feeds, I have the best team, I love my team, I love my team. And they always talk about,
Really?
we have the best coach. So I don't
feel
see
like
that
she
happening.
doesn't like Joe that much.
She likes Joe. They didn't show on the feeds, but Joe had a lot to do with everyone figuring out Willie was a liar because they thought Joe wasn't really with Janelle's team because he always was kind of like a little outsider.
Yeah.
And so they would kind of come to him and tell him things, and then Joe would run to Janelle and tell Janelle. And so
Okay.
he kind of
All right,
he was
so he's being a player.
he's being a player for
Okay.
sure.
That's
So.
good. That's good.
So we should see what happens. It's just gonna be an
So
interesting
next
week.
Time
I think Willie and Frank are gonna be like fighting.
I think Willie's gonna be. Well, no, I can't see Willie kissing anyone's ass.
I can't
so
either.
It's gonna be interesting how it plays out.
We're
gonna be watching the feeds all weekend. We're gonna be glued
Mhm.
to the freaking computer screen.
Mhm.
So it should be very interesting.
So, I guess what would your nomination predictions be?
Willie, I think you're right. Willie and Shane.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
Makes the most sense. And if he's gonna be loyal, if Frank's gonna be loyal to Janelle's team, he can't put up any of Janelle's, and I
Yeah.
don't see why he would put up Danielle. So
Yeah. No.
it has to be Brittany's team, which would
Right.
be Willie and Shane.
I mean, unless they want to just completely destroy Dan, then they could put
Yeah.
up Danielle, but
I don't
that's
see
a
it
dumb
happening.
move. Like,
Yeah.
leave it alone.
Yeah.
Danielle's not very competitive, so
Yeah.
nothing to really worry about.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see
All right.
We'll
see
see
you
you
next time.
for Thursday night's Eviction Night Uncorked.